Howdy guys, how are you guys doing today? My name is Winston from College Guide, and today we will be going over the top 5 things you must not do as a college freshman. So without further ado, let's dive into the video. Number 5, make friends with toxic people. Toxic people can bring you down and drain you like big time, and that's why we recommend that you just avoid them at all costs. Or if you're already friends with them, just cut them out of your life. It might not be that easy, but we'll be making a video on how to cut people out of your life. So if you're uncomfortable with cutting people out of your life, make sure to stick around for that video. But yeah, getting rid of toxic people or friends will save you a lot of headache, especially if you're a freshman or a sophomore, or you're still pretty new to college, because at that time you're still trying to figure yourself out, figure out college and stuff. This is when you really don't want any toxic people around you. That's when they get to mold you and change you a lot. So make sure you cut them out of your life and just move forward. Try to make high quality friends. We'll also be making a video on how to pick high quality friends, so stick around for that video as well. But yeah, make sure you pick your friends right. If you find out that somebody is toxic, cut them out and move on. This is your life, so you live your life for you. Don't live your life to please anybody else. With that being said, let's dive into number 4. Number 4, drinking and partying way too much. Alright, let's face it, we know that drinking and partying is part of college. It's fun, it can be really fun at times, and college is the time you have to experience all this and have fun to the max, right? But at the same time, you don't want to overdo it. You don't want to get to the point where you have consequences for drinking, especially if you're a freshman. You're probably underage, you're probably like 18 or 19, just getting into college, and the last thing you want to do is get arrested, get a DUI, DWI, or any of those I things. You just really don't want to do that. I remember when I was a freshman, there were these 2 freshman kids that were probably maybe 18, 19 at the max. And one time after a football game, everybody went out to drink at the bar where we have all the bars and clubs at my college. They got so drunk and decided it was a good idea to cross the road while lights were still green. They both got killed instantly. So just make sure you know your limits. Don't overdrink. Don't fall into peer pressure of people telling you, oh, you have to drink, or calling you names. Thankfully for me, when I started college, I already got rid of peer pressure. I couldn't, my friends would be chanting my name in a bar, and I'm done. So make sure you're safe whenever you go drinking or partying. If you're not safe to drive, don't drive. Don't even drive there. Personally, I drive all the time because I don't drink that much. The max I'll have is maybe a beer or 2 maximum, and I just stop because I even if I didn't drive, I still want to know what's going on around me. But yeah, so with that being said, just be careful when you're out there. You don't want to be that regular face that everybody knows. Everybody that works at the bar knows you. That reduces your reputation a little bit. Number 3, taking out unnecessary student debt. Okay, student debt is funny. Actually, it's not funny, but it's annoying. I guess annoying will be the word, especially your freshman year, because probably for the first time in your life you're getting access to what seems like unlimited loans. But guys, stop and think, do I really need this money? If you don't really need the money for school, don't take it out. Don't take out that $500 to buy yourself some new Jordans because you want to look cool. Here's what will happen. Down the road, that $500 will turn into $900 or $1,000, and those Jordans you bought will be in the trash can. So don't get that extra loan if you don't need it. If you don't need it, just let it go. A lot of people always go, oh, it's just $500. I'll just get it, and once I graduate and get my big boy job, I'll pay it off in no time. But it's not that easy. That $500 is gonna start adding interest, and before you know it, that thing will balloon up. The funny thing is, what if you graduate and you don't get a job? Or what if you graduate and your job doesn't pay you that well? So you just have to keep those in mind. Just make sure that you cut down, just trim the fat on your student loan. Just get what you absolutely need. Because once you graduate, responsibilities are just gonna come out of nowhere. Bills are just gonna be falling from the sky. So student debt is a no-no. If you don't have to, don't take it out. If you have to, just take exactly what you need. Number 2, buying a new car. Buying a new car was one of my single dumbest mistakes in college. I'm telling you, it's like the banks are just out to screw college students. Like, who approves a $25,000 car loan for a 19-year-old? It's crazy. Just for the sake of looking cool on campus, you get yourself in debt. When I bought the car, I was cool for like 10 minutes, but my jaw dropped when the girl I was dating at the time didn't even say anything about the car. I was like, okay, wait a minute. I just spent $26,000. I didn't spend $26,000. I got $25,000 more in debt, and you didn't even notice my car. I mean, I didn't say anything to her. She didn't notice it like the second or third time around, but that was it. Now I'm $26,000 more in debt just to impress people I don't even know, who probably don't even care, or a girl that I can't even remember her name anymore. I'm kidding, I still remember her name. But seriously, guys, don't make this mistake. That car will drop like a rock, and now you're stuck upside down on a loan on a car that you don't even like anymore, and you can't sell it because you can't afford to sell it. Just buy yourself a $3 to $6 or $7,000 car, pay cash for it, and just get that off your mind. And if you still have extra money, put it towards your college living expenses. You will thank me later. Alright. Number 1. Taking 17 or more credit hours in a semester. Guys, don't ever do this. Especially if you're a freshman or sophomore or you're new to college, don't ever do this. Relax. Don't rush. You're rushing nowhere. You're just rushing to bills. When I was a freshman, I was taking mostly 12 credit hours, and I was getting pretty good grades, mostly A's and B's. But then almost everybody else was bragging about taking 15 or 17 credit hours, and I thought to myself, okay, challenge accepted. The next semester I took like 17 credit hours, and I got like 1A and a bunch of B's, and for the first time in my life I got C's. Just messed up my grades. The funny thing is that I didn't even know how much of a mess I made until I realized that that semester was my last semester of easy classes. That was the last semester I had for my quote-unquote easy classes, and I just wasted and messed it up with bad grades. So definitely avoid this. Even if your friends are taking 17 credit hours, let them take 17 credit hours, unless you know that you can do it or you're a genius or something. Then all power to you. But if you know deep down you can't take 17 credit hours, don't take 17 credit hours. Even if you're a genius, I don't recommend doing this your freshman or sophomore year. This is the time you have to build the foundation of your GPA with your easy classes. That way, when you get to the harder classes and you get maybe a C in there or a D in there, your GPA is not going to take as much of a toll as it would take if you were getting B's and C's your freshman year. So that's why having that foundation early on in your college career is very important, because you don't want to mess it up. If you mess those years up, I guess I'll see you at McDonald's. I'm kidding, but just take it really easy at the beginning. Take your recommended 12 credit hours per semester, and there's no need to speed things up. If you really need to speed things up, just take summer classes or winter classes, but don't just pile everything up in one semester, because it's not gonna end well. I'm not trying to be negative, but I don't want you guys to try it out and then mess up your freshman and sophomore year. Plus, all the stress is gonna bring you having to take a bunch of classes for one semester. Don't rush college. The other side is not that much fun, so make sure you enjoy your time in college, rock it, but at the same time, be smart and be safe. With that being said, thank you guys so much for watching College Guide today. This is where we have fun but still give some serious college advice. So make sure to subscribe for more college advice videos and college reviews, and I will see you guys in the next video.